at the Nauman campsite that actually is right next to the Mitsa Spring Hut here. Just finishing up some coffee and hot chocolate and getting ready to step out. 4.7 up to Lake of Clouds Hut today. And then I'll figure out what the next step is when I get there, depending upon weather. I guess it's about 12 miles that you're above tree line, so, but there's opportunities to dip below. But there is some weather coming, so we'll see. I might end up staying at Lake of the Clouds Hut, who knows. The rock staircase we've been coming up, and we're in the alpine zone. No camping or fires beyond this point. This is a view looking south. There's southwest over there. There's southeast. It was a nice night at Nauman campsite last night, and slept well. No weather to speak of, and it was pretty warm when I got up this morning. 10-4, one step, and Jack are up ahead. They're all staying at Lake of the Clouds tonight. With the weather, that's probably a good idea. I'm going to see if I can snag a bunk when I get up there, using their good judgment, not mine. But tomorrow morning might be a better day to go up and over Washington, because we'll be exposed for about 12 miles, and I'll see how it is when I get up top. There are ways to get below the tree line and camp. But I'm going to take a look at what the weather is. It's supposed to degrade later on in the afternoon. They were even talking some hail tonight, so we'll see. There's our first look at Mount Washington. Good to see that we can see it. I think this is Mount Pierce. It's about 0.4 away, and it's a 4,000 footer in New Hampshire. So on the way there. I'm on top of Mount Pierce, which is about 4291. And looks like a view over there. There's Washington getting closer. All right, and so this looks like this is Eisenhower next. There's a loop trail that goes maybe up there and takes us on top of Eisenhower and then brings us back down to the AT. Just another view. Eisenhower, Washington behind it. I think there's one more 4,000 footers somewhere up here that we'll go over before we get to Lake of the Clouds Hut, which is on this side of Mount Washington. But it's a great view up here, as you can see. Another view here.
Not that much.
9/13, 21 August. We're on top of Mount Eisenhower now. We took a loop trail to come around.
Probably with the rain.
Got some weather coming. Got a bunch of New Yorkers here that have been falling up the hill. They're all from Long Island, right? All of you from Long Island, yeah. And the young lads here. Who's the guy that was visiting the Marine recruiter?
This guy right
All
here.
right, good for you, man. Are you all seniors, or you all done with high school? You're seniors. Hey, is this okay? It's going on YouTube.
It's all good, man.
Yeah. So why don't you tell me who you are again? You know.
Well, my name's Tom, but formerly known as Arab.
Yep.
Hiker, Appalachian Trail through hiker in '99.
Wow, 20 years ago.
20 years ago.
Strong. Awesome.
Makes me feel old.
Yeah.
Justin, his son, just like
All right, Justin. You good student?
yeah, very good student.
You. Joe.
Yeah, son.
All right. And you guys 18, right?
I'm 17.
17.
I'm 15.
You're 15, and you're big dude. Where's he getting that, Dad?
He doesn't get it from me.
and who's Dad over here?
That is Dad Chris, Joel's father.
Yeah.
And just hiking with some longtime friends and having a great time.
You guys
And the
did.
threat of lightning gives him speed.
Yeah.
Motivated by lightning.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, you guys are doing great, man. I tell you, I've been out here forever, and you have no problem. I heard you coming behind. I knew I had some New Yorkers or guys from Jersey behind me. So thanks for joining me on the hike. I think this facility down there is the Cog Railway. I think the track follows what you can see right along the edge, and that'll eventually go all the way up to Mount Washington. That's Eisenhower back there that we came over. I think we're pretty close to going over Franklin, which is not obviously a 4,000 footer. Well, not obviously, but. And one of those two up ahead is Monroe, which is 5,000 feet. So, and you can see all the weather coming right. It'll probably cover those two peaks in a moment. The AT goes around Eisenhower and it goes around Monroe, but there's a nice loop trail that will take you to the peak. So my thoughts are, you come this far, you might as well go up, and that way you check the New Hampshire 4,000 footer. Yeah, one of those two is Monroe. Looking over in the east here, it's unbelievable. And we get some weather up top there. Monroe's one of those two. Thinking the one to the left. Awesome how Washington's peeking through. This is a sign. The AT goes that way and it goes around. This path here goes up over Monroe. It's only about 300 elevation climb to go over, and then it'll reconnect on the other side and then go down to Lake of the Clouds Hut. We're on top of Mount Monroe right now. We came over that hump there. That's Eisenhower back there that we came over. There was a trail that looped around Monroe, but it seemed like everybody came up here anyway. There was some discussion about whether we were on Monroe or not. And I guess this Tuckerman's Ravine down back here, backside of Washington. And there's a lake down below, and there's Washington, right there. There's Lake of the Clouds Hut right there. There's the lake. The clouds are coming, and there's the hut itself. So I'll be heading out there with any luck I can get. Didn't hike very far from Mitzvah Hut, but it took a while. It's 11:40 right now, and fortunately I was able to snag a bunk, so I'll have a good meal tonight and tomorrow morning before I climb up to Washington and keep going. So it turned out to be a pretty good day. I mean, all things considered, we saw a little bit of weather, but we had some good views, and we checked off a couple more of the 4,000 footers, so it was a good hike. So that's probably it for today. So far, so good. All right, she's still smiling after carrying all that stuff on her back. Thank you. Oh my God.